Hello everyone, my name is Octoshark, but you can call me Finley. Here I am drawing my character Zoey from Squid Twins. If you don't know already, Squid Twins is an animated sitcom that I am currently working on, trying to get produced. And as I said in previous videos, she is a friend of the two main characters, Abby and Andrew. She is like a friend of theirs, an immigrant from America, which is pretty funny because if you don't know, I'm from Canada, so this show is like going to be Canadian produced and like set in Canada because it would just be easier for me to write it that way. Because I'm more familiar with Canada than the US, and I find there's not a lot of too many shows set in Canada. I mean, there's some, like, obviously the, local Canadian shows are, but not, but there's not too many good ones out there, at least none that I really like. I like a lot of, like, American shows and cartoons, so, which is kind of why I'm doing this, so I can get some good Canadian media out there, and, not just some of the boring or bad stuff we have here in Canada. And, so, anyway, Zoey is, she's an octopus, and so is her older brother, Zane, who I will draw next. So, I've listed them out, and I'm kind of drawing them in that order. So, I don't know how many I'll draw. I'm not going to draw all my characters, of course, just kind of maybe my favorites are like the ones that, that you should know about. When, they show up. And so, yeah. So Twins, Zoey, spelled just like the K-pop Demon Hunters character Zoey, but personality-wise, she's a bit more like Mira. Kind of like, you can kind of see I've given her like a kind of an angrier, grumpier expression. Yeah, she's kind of like the goth, moody girl. But, like, if you've seen K-pop Demon Hunters, you know who, like, Mira is, and you know what she's like. She's, like, tough, and she is also kind of a softie, like, she, like you see in the movie if you've seen it. And, I don't know this yet, but she kinda has something for Andrew. Well, no, they're just friends. Well, they start off that way. I don't know how they would start off. Maybe not getting along as much. Because we'll always think it's like she's not very, like, sexual. She just doesn't like, she doesn't like boys. A lot of girls like boys, but she's like, no, who even cares about boys? But I think, it'd be funny if there was a thing where she'd end up making an exception, like she'd find like some boy out there and she kind of tries to like hide the feelings or like not like admit it, but she is in love. It's again like Louise on Bob's Burgers with Boo Boo, where like she has a crush on him, but she's like trying to fight it, or and like not admit it. That's like Zoey with a boy. And yeah. Yeah, she's not like really into boys. but it happens quite rarely. Like, it's only, like, for, like, a few episodes, she'll, like, find a new crush. Yeah, she's not like Tina, where Tina always finds, like, a new crush very easily. For Zoey, it's, like, kind of once in a blue moon. Which, yeah. And, I should mention that Zoey and her older brother Zane are in a band together. Just like an indie rock goth band. She's the guitarist and vocalist, and then Zane is the drummer. So it's just the two of them. I think, like, their dad is their manager. Because, well, it's not big or anything. They're just, they're high school kids, so it wouldn't be. So this is just kind of a band that they made. And they just write their own songs, and they perform where they can. Mainly at talent shows. In school, but also outside of school. I think it'd be harder at, like, their school, because there's, like, the teacher, like, in charge of those events. This is kind of based off my school experience as well, with talent shows. I've, like, heard of people who, like, auditioned and then they got, like, rejected for some sort of stupid reason. Like, I knew someone, actually, who did, like, a dance, and it got rejected for, like, the stupidest reason. So I'm like, I want to do that, I want to, I want to show that. So, yeah, their band, it's called Twilight Abyss. They, like, always try to audition for the talent show to, like, perform a song, but, like, it always gets rejected. But it's not even that bad. Like, they, like, they do school-friendly songs for the auditions and to, like, perform, but even with that, they, like, get rejected. They just don't like them. But anyway, the team, like, they do the events and they do, like, fundraisers and stuff. There's, like, a teacher that's in charge of it. He's, like, the mean socials teacher. I never really liked social studies that much in high school. Especially grade 9. 11, I had to drop out and, make up for again in grade 12. But, because that was, like, horrible. That actually is the worst one. I don't really count it, though, because I dropped out, so I didn't do the whole thing. I guess now I would count it and say that's the worst one. It's so bad I had to actually drop out. Horrible teacher, horrible class. I mean, the class would have been fine if she wasn't teaching it and she wasn't so scary. But yeah, I got scarred from that. So the socials teachers are kind of, well, not all of them. In grade 10, I had a nice one, and the class was, like, pretty easy. So, like, he was making it easy for us to learn the material, or, like, easy to get, like a good grade. I don't know if I learned much from it, but I definitely, like, passed it. I think I got, like, I got a B in it, or maybe even, like, an A. Which is kind of surprising, you'd think, for me to get an A, but let's say it was, like, a B plus. But yeah, I did pretty well. I did fine in the bad ones, too. Well, the grade 9, because I actually got through that one, so I did, like, decent. Like, B minus, C plus. Not an A, though. I would never have gotten an A. But I did fine in all my classes in school. But anyway, yeah, the event organizer, he's kind of mean to everyone, which I guess is the truth of a lot of teachers. It's like they just hate their lives so much and they take it out on their students. And stop doing that, teachers. It's not okay. Get help. I know therapy's expensive, but you need it. I go to therapy. And my family is barely able to pay our mortgage. And we go to therapy. I mean, I go to therapy. They don't, but I do. I mean, we still pay our mortgage, but, well, yeah, they do. Not me. But they pay for my therapy sessions. But even now, I don't really go that much. I'm actually a lot better mentally. But yeah, back in high school, like I said, I was horrible. But I think, yeah, since leaving high school, I have gotten better. I'm still kind of recovering, though. I still have nightmares about school. But I think that's normal. Let me know if it's normal. I'm sure it's fine. I'm not too concerned about it. It's like, this is just me recovering from my traumatizing high school years. But I'm also using this show to get over it. And, kind of sneaking it into my other projects, too. I won't say how. But, and mostly this one, though, because it's actually in high school, and, it's like, it's almost set in the world. Well, not really, because it's, anthropomorphic sea creatures, and, excuse me. I should mention, I don't think I've said this at all, but you'd probably think with them being sea creatures that it's on land. I mean, in underwater, but it is on land. Like Splatoon. I said that was my biggest inspiration. Because why not? Splatoon did it. Splatoon set it all on land. I don't know why I can't with this one. But don't worry, there's still, like, references to, like, oceans and stuff. Like, I feel like the city could be, like, decorated almost like it's underwater, even though it's on land. Yeah, I'll have to see what I can do with designing everything. I'm not really good at drawing backgrounds, though. Well, I'm trying to, like, improve at it, but, like, I'm practicing, but it's, haven't really done it. I'm better with characters. But I don't know, I mean, I could try doing it myself, but if it's too hard, maybe I can contact, like, some background artists and see what they come up with. I'll have to end it in a minute, so I have to see if there's anything else I can mention. Maybe another thing about Zoey, because I tend to, like, ramble on about stuff besides the character I'm drawing, so. All I can think of is that she's not named after Zoey. I named her way before K-pop Demon Hunters, but she says her name was Zoey, has the personality of Mira, but the hair color of Rumi. Which I don't think it's that close to Rumi. It's like, her hair is like a darker purple. Zoey's hair is, my Zoey. And then Rumi is like a kind of a light purple. I mean, you'll see in the video, and you can compare them. See if I'm right or wrong. Yeah, now would be a good time to edit here. Like, comment, and subscribe. Subscribe. I don't think I said that right. Like, comment, and subscribe. Please. Bye!